and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. And for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Robinson. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Crowder. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And it's Dragic off the drive. And good that time.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Mitchell outside. Shoots from 12. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
There's a tenacity to Donovan Mitchell. Even with physical defense, this guy just finds a way to convert.
Utah shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Butler. Adebayo with the ball. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, terrific floor awareness from the crafty swingman. Jimmy Butler playing the role of facilitator.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. He's off on that one. And Miami the other way now. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. And Adebayo sends it back. In transition, here comes Miami. Deep 2 from Robinson. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Conley finds Mitchell over Robinson. And the shot is long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. Takes it from 10. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. The kick out to Dragic over Conley. Got a piece of it. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. Utah also making some changes. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Miami grabs the miss. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Shots good by Butler.
Wow, very close to a potential and one. Butler converting through contact.
They could use a bucket. Mitchell, his shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Dragic kicks to Butler. The pass to Adebayo. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Jimmy Butler is capable as an offensive rebounder. You've got to check him out.
Mitchell outside. There's the dish to Gobert. From outside the arc, the shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now. And they're pushing it up. And Crowder slams it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Butler against O'Neal. Mitchell looking it over to the middle. Here's Gobert, and Adebayo sends it back. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got 6.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense. And
we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat leading by 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler.
These guys work so hard and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Dragic. Derek Jones is out there with the Olynyk, and there's Iguodala. And it's Hero in at the small forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Hero. Good ball movement here by the Heat. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, I just love the hard-nosed attitude of Andre Iguodala. When he's on the interior, he's so good at getting the defense to foul him.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Clarkson. Here's Moutier, and Moutier throws it down.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Dragic against Conley. Dragic dishes to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
You get the sense of the impressive reach of Olynyk, important on that dunk.
O'Neal with it. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Moutier. Lets it go from deep. Miami grabs the miss. And here again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. And the basket by Jones.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Iguodala finds Robinson. Back to Iguodala. Out to the right wing. Robinson misses. Jazz trail by 6. And here is O'Neal. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ingles passes to Moutier. Drilled from 6 feet. Moutier's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Dragic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And we've seen Dragic do this for many years, fighting his way through contact to make plays.
And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Butler in for Andre Iguodala. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for O'Neal. And it's Mitchell in for Moutier. Here's Mitchell. Offline with his three. Miami leading by 7. Robinson for 3. Out to the right wing. Outside Crowder. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Heroes checked in for Goran Dragic. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Here's Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Hero passes to Crowder. Outside Robinson. Shoots it up. Floats it up for Adebayo. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Crowder on the wing. Pass to Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Heroes got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Mitchell outside. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And so we conclude the first half. Heat. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They were never able to get the lead above. And that's all we have.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And Gobert gets to Conley. Back to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Mitchell. And no good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's deflected.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Duncan Robinson. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Udier comes in for Mitchell. O'Neal dishes to Conley. They double-team Conley. He feeds it to Gobert. Here's O'Neal. Another miss by Utah.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Yep, that one goes.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. To halt the run. The Jazz working the ball around now. O'Neal kicks to Conley. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Indoors, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. The Jazz also changing it up. Davis comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Dragic against Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
1:52 left in the third. Iguodala. And that one is off. And it's Utah the other way. O'Neal passes to Mudiay. Here's Davis. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jones. Utah with the rebound. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it's good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. The Heat leading by 17. And there's the pass to Dragic. Drops in the layup for 2. Dragic has got 7.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Mudiay with the basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. No good from Dragic.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Mudiay. Dishes it to Davis. And they double up Davis. He kicks it to Clarkson. They get it back. Davis on the follow.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Jones. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Got a piece of it. And so it's Miami riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Heat leading by 15. They've got Adebayo. Hero out there with Robinson. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Outside Crowder. They get a hand on it. Clarkson with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. Here's Mitchell. Crowder pulls it in. And Miami shooting a superb 63% from the field. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Wow, a little show and tell from the Butler. there. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
Now Mitchell. Kicks it to Ingles. Mitchell right side. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Back to Butler. In the corner, it's Robinson. Good on the three-point shot. And the Heat lead by 18.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Mitchell wide open. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Butler. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a gifted offensive player. On that particular instance, a nice interior score.
Pass to Clarkson. Now here's Gobert. Pass to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. The drive by Mitchell. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight. From past the arc. But they recover it. Adebayo kicks to Crowder. On the pass to Hero. Here's Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Miami with a new 14. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Here's Mitchell. That shot off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Mitchell's shot is good.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Robinson for 3. Offensive rebound. He can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Great positioning on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. And here is Conley. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Mitchell missing.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Pass to Hero. Inside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the out. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said,
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the small forward position.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And the Jazz with possession here. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Outside Conley. Passes it to Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Mitchell. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Shot from the top of the key. And it's off the back rim. No good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
It's good.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now, here's Mitchell. Outside Conley. Here's Ingles. Mitchell left side. Over Harris. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
And here's Ingles outside. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Murray with it. Conley picks him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
For the Nuggets, Michael Porter comes in for Will Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. Utah also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
So it's Utah now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mudiay. Another miss by Utah. And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Millsap misses. Jazz trail by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mudiay looking around. Murray with the defensive effort.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Count the basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Mudiay kicks to Gobert. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Davis is checked in for Utah.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA. A career high from the field. He was solid also from three. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Grant, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Moutier. Pass to Clarkson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Out to the wing. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Moutier. Craig kicks to Plumlee. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Clarkson. Joe Ingles is out there with Davis. Then it's Conley, and it's O'Neal in at the three. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a three-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Morris against Conley. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Mitchell. No good on the triple. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Barton, no luck. Here's Clarkson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Clarkson's got 6.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Morris passes to Plumlee. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Jokic, and Davis pulls it down.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And he gets the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Jamal Murray. And here is Mitchell. 8 points for him. Another shot, and it's good on the way up. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
This is what impressed scouts with Mitchell. 6'10" wingspan for a player who is 6'3". That's going to get you some rebounds.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
There's 1:47 left now here in the second. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Murray, good.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Bogdanovich against Harris. Jazz trail by 11. And here comes the break. Goes back up. Here's Mitchell. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic finds Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Davis, the pass to Mitchell. Count that one. Mitchell's got 14.
And right there, Donovan Mitchell showing off that confidence. He's quick and he's powerful.
Pass to Conley. Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. The 10-footer. Murray against Conley. And it's Murray that time on the assist by Jokic. He's got 14.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. And there's the feed to Davis. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. The rebound by Grant. To the paint. Here's Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 12-point Nugget lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's the Denver. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 2. And that's all we have.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Barton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Great awareness by Bogdanovic, working hard to come up with the block.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovic put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
No good that time. Barton with some nice D. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
That shot wide open. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter. And another area where Bogdanovic is helping the offense. Greg, he's doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Nice ball movement by Utah. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final. Oh, what a play!
Watch your hands. What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Porter kicks to Craig. The Nuggets with another miss.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Gobert brings the double team. Here's Morris. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. Now the pass to Plumlee. Morris trying to free himself up, and Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 4th assist in this one. Mitchell kicks to Moutier. Back to Mitchell. Shoots from 12. The shot missing. And Denver the other way now. Stolen by O'Neal. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gobert's got his 2nd bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Moutier. And here again, the Jazz in transition. Up the court they go.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
Moutier against Morris. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Morris into the lane. Plumlee, the pass to Morris. No good from 11 feet.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now Mitchell. He's got 36. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
Millsap And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Martin comes in for Michael Porter. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Joe Ingles in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Mitchell wide open. Off target from outside. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Jazz lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Conley in at the point guard. The Nuggets trail. Here's Murray. Count that one. Murray's got 21.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Clarkson on the wing. The 8-footer uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Murray, good.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. A 3-pointer, no good. Nuggets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. The Nuggets moving the ball around, so they take the lead. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Jazz call time here.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. 5 to shoot. Bogdanovich finds Gobert. Another miss by Utah. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time. And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break. An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And there it is for him.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Porter's checked in for Denver.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Clarkson against Harris. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Clarkson. Here's Murray, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 13 points in the second half.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Clarkson. Back to Bogdanovich. Gobert down low. He's against Jokic. And contact. The coach's challenge has been issued. First team like this, onto the wire. This is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
That's what you expect from Paul Millsap, delivering with the big shot.
Jazz trail by 4. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's O'Neal. Off with the layup. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. And that one's good. Jokic.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Conley gets the bucket.
Conley is used to these tight spots, just keeping calm and drilling the shot.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray surveying the D. He kicks it to Millsap. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Porter passes to Murray. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And an intentional foul right there. – 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. On offense, here are the Jazz. Mitchell with it, picked up by Harris. Mitchell is double. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Knocked away. Jokic with the steal. It's Millsap with the drive. Chalk up 2 there.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker can...
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. It's up a 3. And it's Kelly Oubre with the 3.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 3-point game. Booker the pass to Oubre. Kicks it out to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
Now, here's Rubio. Johnson dishes to Ayton. It's good.
Big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Mitchell wide open. Conley. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. In transition, here come the Jazz. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Rubio. Johnson, the pass to Rubio. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Johnson in the corner. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 10 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Oubre on the wing. Rubio with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. For 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now, here's Rubio. The pass to Johnson. Back to Rubio. Shot to stop the run. Can't connect from short range. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And then Mitchell with the dump.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Here's Moutier. And here's Clarkson. Buzzer beater.
Resourceful.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Utah out in front. They lead by 12. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Inside, Saric and Baines. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Clarkson passes to Moutier. And a miss there on the triple. Suns trail by 12. Here's Bridges. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Now here's Moutier. T right on him. And the shot is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. You know, all the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. And that one drops for him. Gobert's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Back to Clarkson. Poke loose. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Carter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he passes to the wide-open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry. Recent years have seen the Suns hit and miss in the draft. You can count Mikal Bridges among one of those hits. They traded up to get him in 2018. And what he's provided and the potential that he still has, they don't have any regrets with that one.
Plenty of space. Rebounded by Clarkson.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Davis. Gobert trying to get open. That's good from Davis on the assist by O'Neal. And the Jazz lead by 11. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. You go back to draft night, and Bridges drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, where his mother was an employee. The elation. And then, Brent, word of a trade.
Yes, the old awkward moment where you have to change hats during the draft. You know, the Suns valued him highly, and the Sixers maybe had some second thoughts, or the deal was already worked out, but still waiting for the payoff on the Sixers' end as Zaire Smith is trying to find his way onto the court.
Up and in on the layup. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Taking advantage of his touch around the basket, Davis does a nice job there of using his body to shield the defenders from the basketball.
Carter finds Bridges. Back to Carter. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
O'Neal with it. Bridges covering. Moutier pass to O'Neal. Back to Moutier. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Carter left side. And the bank shot is good. Carter's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Moutier passes to Gobert. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. O'Neal with it. From 12 feet out. And so it's the Utah Jazz. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, a tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 14 points and 1 steal. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Mitchell in the corner, shoots the 3. That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Johnson surveying the floor. Oubre finds Booker.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
The Suns making a switch here. Baines is checked in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Bogdanovich. Mitchell kicks to Conley. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Passes it to Ayton. Back to Rubio. Stolen by Conley. And now Utah, fast break. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Rubio. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Mitchell against Booker. And the rejection by Ayton. They get it back. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, in transition, Oubre will feast on those kind of opportunities, quick to the rim.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Booker with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Suns trail by 11. Rubio dishes to Ayton.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Mitchell in the corner. Again, Mitchell missing. For Phoenix, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Ayton kicks to Booker. Back to Ayton. Pass to Baines. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For 3, Booker. Conley with the rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 9 points. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, Booker's bringing some energy to this one. Always a threat to leak out and score in the open floor.
The drive by Mitchell. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Mitchell's got 26.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. They get the rebound. Shot's good by Baines.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Rubio left side. And it's Baines missing.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Utah leading by 7. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Carter out there with Devin Booker. And it's Kaminsky in at the center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Man, I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Carter the pass to Kaminsky. O'Neal dishes to Clarkson. Pass to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. Down low. And Utah again with the bucket. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And there's the pass to Ingles. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Makes it off the glass. Ingles has got the lead up to 14 now for Utah.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Booker the pass to Carter. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now Conley kicks it to Clarkson. Outside Bogdanovich. Dishes to Ingles. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Ingles has got 6 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Booker from the arc. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Back to Ingles. Outside Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Clarkson dishes to Ingles. Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. And a switcher also for Utah. Gobert's checked in. For 3, Booker drains it from beyond the arc.
Booker knows he's got the ultimate green light, and right now exploring the three-point line.
To the middle, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Utah leading by 13, and now Utah fast break. Passes to O'Neal. Outside Conley. Clarkson against Booker. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Saric against Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Jazz passing it around. He can't get that one to fall. Suns trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Jazz.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Back to Clarkson. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's O'Neal. Misses off the left iron. Booker outside. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And the starting lineups have concluded. So it's NBA basketball on 2K. D.A.
Kevin, thanks.
D.A., thanks a lot. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jake Crowder. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Now here's Crowder following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Passes it to Ingles. Kicks it to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell outside. Over Robinson. That one off the back iron and out. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
Here's Mitchell. The Heat getting the bucket. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Hits the three-point bomb.
I don't know how you guard this guy because you've got to play the drive, and right there he buries a 3. That is beautiful.
Outside Robinson. The tray. Unable to get that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell wide open. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Butler passes to Adebayo. Back to Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 6. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Conley kicks to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. Back to Conley. Mitchell outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. He's got 6. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. O'Neal's check in for Utah.
And we don't normally see Dragic inside, but credit to the Slovenian for not shying away from the trees.
For the Jazz, Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Donovan Mitchell. And then for Miami, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. And that sends Jordan Clarkson to the free throw line. That one on Olynyk. Utah shooting their first free throw tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Dragic. Now Jones. Iguodala, the pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Iguodala dishes to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Clarkson finds Moutier. Back to Clarkson. O'Neal against Iguodala. Here's Clarkson. That one drops for him. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
And the pass to Hero. He dishes it to Olynyk. Gobert with the block. Tries again. Olynyk the pass to Hero. Banked in off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Moutier. And Gobert kicks to Moutier. Pass to Davis. Over to the wing. Clarkson looking for an opening. A second chance effort. And it's Davis missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Dragic.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
From deep three-point range. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarters. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got O'Neal. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then it's Moutier, and it's Clarkson in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Moutier pass to Clarkson. He kicks it to O'Neal. Back to Clarkson. Dishes it to Gobert. Davis against Jones. Here's Gobert, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one. Outside Dragic. Down low, here's Jones. Olynyk trying to break loose. Great D that time from Davis. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks to Davis. The pass to Moutier. Trying to get open is Davis. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket for Moutier.
Boy, Moutier, tough shot through contact. That is nice.
Pass to Olynyk. It's stolen by Davis. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Davis. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Jones dishes to Olynyk. Good on the shot. Olynyk's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
Davis kicks to Clarkson. To the inside. Gobert the pass to Davis. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. And it's Conley in for Moutier. The Heat also changing it up. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Butler in for Goran Dragic. Jazz trail by 3. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clarkson kicks to Conley. The dish to Davis. Out to Conley from deep. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. Here's Hero. Can't get it to fall. It's deflected. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hero's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
And up top, he's covered by Iguodala. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Leading by 5. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Rotation defensively. Butler going to turn the lights out with a pretty jam.
Mitchell is double. Gobert finds Bogdanovic. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 on the clock. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovic. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing.
Oh, it's a great dunk.
Freakish.
He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. The drive by Mitchell.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
It's Dragic with the drive. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Back to Dragic. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 14 points. And that's going to do it for our halftime shows.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. We've got Jay Crowder. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Mitchell doesn't waste time. He sees a chance to finish with authority and doesn't pass it up.
Outside Dragic. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Pass to Ingles. To the paint. Gobert can't hit. The Heat leading by 7. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, it's his motor that makes him such an effective offensive rebounder. Jay Crowder is going to play hard.
Mitchell outside. Gobert can't hit. He'd have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Crowder. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Passes it to Conley. Ingles against Butler. Back to Conley. Over Dragic. At the tip, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Back to Adebayo. Outside Dragic. The pass to Butler. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Conley's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. He kicks to Gobert. Here's O'Neal. And that one, good.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Dragic against Moutier. And Jones has it in the corner. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And a missed layup.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And yes, it's good. Clarkson's got it back down to within single digits for Utah.
Wow, big time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Here's Iguodala, and the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now, here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game so far. Iguodala against O'Neal. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Here's Hero. He has 6. It's stolen by Moutier. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Yes, that goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Olynyk high post. The kick out to Dragic. And the 3 off target. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Mitchell. The shot's good. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And we've reached the end of the third. Heat lead by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Jazz, Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Drains the three-pointer.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Ingles with the ball. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. And Adebayo sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson's got the ball. Here's Crowder. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Butler. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
I'll tell you, absolutely relentless tonight. The sustained effort from Jimmy Butler. He's getting a ton of looks.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And here they go. Here's Adebayo. And it's good, 2 points. Adebayo's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Wow, gentlemen, the quick first step of Donovan Mitchell gets the advantage, and it's over.
Out left to the wing. Deep 2 from Robinson. And there's another one for the Heat.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket for Mitchell. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. To the right side. Fires the 3. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 14.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 12 points here in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Heat.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jimmy Butler.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. It's a 14-point game. Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert comes in for O'Neal, and it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. And Miami also making a switch. Dragic is checked in, and they pick up 2.
Well, the balance, the ability to take contact, absorb it, and still finish. That is beautifully done by Donovan Mitchell.
Robinson finds Dragic. And here's Adebayo. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Second shot opportunity, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be... And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That one misses.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Mitchell's shot is good.
I'll tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
Dragic looking it over. The 19-foot shot, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them.
presentation of the NBA.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home floor. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Conley in at the point. And here's Utah. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell wide open. Utah gets it back. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Murray, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
To the left side wing. Denver passing it around. Harris up top, covered by Mitchell, and the basket by Harris.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris's play trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Mitchell against Harris. Back to Mitchell. He kicks to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Mitchell. Denver grabs the miss. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Barton, uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
From deep. Again, Mitchell missing.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Now here's Murray. Harris finds Murray. Gobert with the block. Mitchell against Harris. Mitchell passes to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Shoots from the line. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Barton, no luck.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the basket by Ingles. It's a tie ball game. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Stolen by Michael Conley. Goes up, Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Gobert against Jokic to end the run. No good at the rim. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for Utah. 6-point lead, and the basket is good. Mitchell's got 10.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Moutier looking around. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Plumlee out there with Grant. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2. Back to Clarkson. O'Neal against Plumlee. 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Plumlee with the rebound.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from 3-point range. The drive by Gobert. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Craig. He's covered by Clarkson. Grant the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Back to Moutier. Here's Gobert. Pass to O'Neal. Now, here's Clarkson. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. The shot by Clarkson. No good. The Nuggets trail by 6. It's stolen by Moutier. To the inside. O'Neal. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. O'Neal's got his first basket.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Moutier against Morris. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
O'Neal dishes to Moutier. And the pass to Clarkson. Fires the 3. They get it again. And Gobert gets to O'Neal. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out to the right wing. Craig. Off target with his 3. Jazz leading by 10. Passes to Moutier. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Plumlee with the steal. It's Porter outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's Davis with the drive. And the layup falls. Davis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Grant. And again, Denver no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Down low. Here's Gobert. Goes back up. Pass to Mudiay. Inside. Hangs. And it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And now Utah, fast break. Ingles with the ball. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 12.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free.
And here is Murray. That one goes. Count it.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hope, a tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 12 points and one of them. And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Shot clock at 2. A clear look for Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got the first bucket of the third here for the Jazz. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's an 18-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Ingles passes to Conley. Here's Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Doesn't have to jump much because of his length. It is unmatchable. Rudy Gobert.
Now Murray. Dishes it to Millsap. Shoots. Murray, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Harris, no good.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Free throw good, Murray. Tony Bradley's checked in for the Jazz. Both good from the line that time. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Mitchell against Harris. Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Basket counts. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Murray. And he banks in the layup.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Murray kicks to Jokic. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And a switcher also for Denver. Porter's checked in for Gary Harris. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. Big group substitution here for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. 1:51 left in the third. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Grant.
Good effort and good D by Bojan Bogdanovic. He was in great position.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
He gets that one.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Morris against Conley. Clarkson on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Yep, that one goes in there.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Morris inside, covered by Conley. Morris with the bucket. Jazz leading by 21. Here's Clarkson. From outside, off the mark.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Utah with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Right there, it's who wants the basketball the most, and it's Joe Ingles creating the extra possession.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Clarkson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Morris. Gobert with the block. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Jazz out in front, opening up a huge gap. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Ingles can't get it to go. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Here's Jokic. He hits it from 9. Jokic has got his first points in this one.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Clarkson against Barton. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Mitchell outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
Martin from outside. But they get it back. Outside for Murray. Harris looking it over. It's a hand on it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Here's Murray. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Jazz have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Here's Mitchell. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 21.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Barton wide open. He fires. And Jokic throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
Jazz leading by 17. Mitchell looking it over. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Jazz.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Harris outside. No good from outside. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And it's Mitchell missing. Here's Denver now. Millsap trying to get open, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's good from Harris. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And Harris drops them both. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Aston Niang to the paint. Kicks to Mudia. Bradley with the ball. Vonleh on him. Just 4 to shoot. A nice shot by Morgan.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. And it's blocked by Bradley. Vonleh's shot is good. Here's Oney. He feeds it to Bradley. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Hey, Kevin, if you're...
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Conley against Rubio. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Down low. Out to Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
And Conley drops them both. Here is Rubio. To the inside. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Oubre passes to Ayton. Back to Oubre. And it's Utah's ball. Bogdanovich left side. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now, here's Rubio. Now the pass to Oubre. Back to Rubio. Gobert pulls it in.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's the break. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Jazz have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Bogdanovich gets to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Rubio. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Johnson finds Oubre. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Oh, that was something else.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
A nice shot by Booker.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Mitchell looking it over. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Mitchell outside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Rubio. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Oubre. He dishes it to Ayton. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it? Great 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Clarkson against Carter. Pass to Moutier. Kicks it to Gobert. Over Ayton. No good on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Moutier, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Just so crucial that Moutier becomes a very consistent mid-range shooter for this team. Like to watch and focus on improving that shot.
Ayton, the pass to Carter. Back to Ayton. Good. Ayton's got 8 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Suns lead by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. Trying to get open is Carter. And it's Baines missing. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. Tipped away. Davis kicks to Moutier. In the corner, it's Clarkson. The pass to Gobert. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. O'Neal misses. Carter right side. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Suns leading by 3. Here's Carter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Carter, the pass to Jerome. Out to Carter. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. He feeds it to Baines. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. That one good for 2. And now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
He's like a gazelle out there. Trying to keep up with Davis in transition is a very difficult thing to do.
To the wing right side. Now here's Bridges. Jerome passes to Carter. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Moutier. A putback. Davis on the foul. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
Rubio misses. Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Aaron Baines, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rubio, the pass to Kaminsky, and it's blocked. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Ingles kicks to Bogdanovic. Poked away. Davis up top. On the wing, Mitchell. Charity strike shot. Here's Davis. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Pass to Mitchell. Over Kaminsky. That one doesn't go. And Phoenix the other way now.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Now Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Suns need to get a shot off. Basket good. And the Suns lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Booker against Mitchell. Looking to end his cold spell. Rejected by Booker. Conley finds Mitchell. Booker looking around. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Ayton, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. A tremendous start for DeAndre Ayton. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns? And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovic, and it's Gobert in its center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of it.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Conley gets the bucket.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
And here's Booker from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. The lead is 2. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And the Jazz with some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Phoenix also making some changes. Sharch is checked in for Ayton. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The Suns have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Down low. Gobert against Saric. Just 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Oubre. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Utah trailing here. Here's Bogdanovich, and that one drops.
Hey, you got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
Oubre dishes to Carter. To the paint. Here's Saric, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bogdanovich, no luck. The Suns have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Carter. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Stolen by O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Here's O'Neal. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And the Suns making a change here. Tries from 10. He can't get that one.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
There's Jerome. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. He hits both from the stripe. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Bridges misses. Utah leading. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Jerome passes to Baines. Gobert with the block. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Here's Mitchell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz. And it's the Suns with the ball. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Suns now. Kaminsky finds Baines. Here's Jerome. Back to Baines. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Clarkson. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Suns. That's tipped. Bridges against O'Neal. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Bridges.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
To the inside. Gobert down low. covered by Baines. Mitchell against Carter. Clock at 6. Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered closely, and the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Carter. Conley surveying the D. Here's Mitchell. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Jazz out in front. They lead by 3. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court now for the Suns. Getting going here in the fourth. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell. Willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Any player like Mikal Bridges, who enjoys the amount of success that he did coming out of college, winning 2 national championships, shines a different light on how he can impact the greater good in the winning environment that you create.
Sharch is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Rubio penetrating, and the dunk by Booker.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
They get it back. Gobert. O'Neal with it. The dish to Mitchell. Another shot and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Conley grabs the miss.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Mitchell against Booker. It's stolen by Sharch. Ayton kicks to Booker. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's in there.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Mitchell outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Booker outside. From the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. And here is Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for Utah.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Mitchell outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And that's Mitchell at his best. Playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
But tried by Booker. And he gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 2.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
And they take the lead. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Rubio against Conley. Here's Ayton. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Mitchell passes to Ingles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Saric. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Bogdanovich is checked in for O'Neal. Phoenix also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Saric, and Oubre subbed in for Bridges.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
A nice shot by Booker.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Right side, Bogdanovich. To the middle. Gobert can't hit. The Suns have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oubre, big time stepping up, poised in that moment.
Here's Mitchell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ayton. Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Mitchell drops them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Rubio, the pass to Johnson. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Help!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Back to Booker. Gobert with the block, but they recover it. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Rubio, the pass to Johnson, and he makes that one.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
35 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Mitchell. Tips it up, and it's Bogdanovich on the foul. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
Rubio dishes to Johnson. Booker with no one around. Count it!
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Mr. Gobert. Count it!
Wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
Here's Booker. Oh, no good. And so it's Utah who scrapes by with a win. That was a fun night of basketball.